Bienvenidos a la mejor fiesta espiritual del mundo, donde nos metemos en el elevador mágico 1111.
With my mommy and daddy, Jen and Mom.
Hello. Good morning. Buenos días.
Buenos días. Happy Wednesday.
Wisdom Wednesday.
Welcome to
Welcome.
1111 Conversations with Jen and Mao. Today is
Wisdom Wednesday. Miércoles de
sabiduría.
Miércoles de sabiduría. Ah, se te olvidó el micrófono.
Siempre se me olvida un poquito el
Ave
micrófono.
María.
Ay, María purísima. Hola,
You wanna say
Juliana.
hello,
Say
Juliana?
good morning. Say good morning. Buenos días.
Hi.
You're doing a scavenger hunt for your class?
Yeah, I'm finding something that's smaller than my thumb now.
Something smaller than your thumb.
Can you say hello to our podcast family?
What could it be?
Hi.
Say thank you for being here with mommy and daddy.
Thank you for being here with my mommy and daddy.
I love
We
it.
love you, baby.
Oh, baby girl, you know what we forgot? It's always such an exciting morning.
La computadora.
Can you bring us the laptop, baby?
So we can see the messages
Yes.
come in.
Buenos días. Hola, mami. Bendición. Mira, dice mi nieta bella, te amo.
La mami Rookie.
Te amo también.
Dice, te amo también, abuela. Vaya a buscar la computadora que se nos olvidó adentro.
So aquí
Hola,
estamos.
buen día, feliz miércoles. Muchas bendiciones.
True
Muchas
Form
bendiciones.
Films in the house.
True Form Films
True Form
en la
Films.
casa.
You may ask, what's True Form Films? Where? Well,
We are a production company that does independent
films.
and, films that make a difference in the world with a message.
That's right.
Projects that have a message.
And we are
Projects
doing
that-
a project right now called COVID-19
Yes, we
Sins
are.
and Virtues.
Yes, so tomorrow we'll have a surprise for you. Woo! Tomorrow is Theatrical Thursday, and we'll have another surprise for you. So make sure to tune in tomorrow. Thursday, Theatrical Thursday. Can
Let's
you believe
see.
September 10th already? Yo no puedo creer que ya mañana es el 10 de septiembre. ¿Qué es eso?
¿Qué es eso?
¿Qué es eso, pues?
¿Qué está pasando?
Pues yo no sé por qué yo estoy, me escucho como medio colombiana.
Pues es que
¿Por
estás
qué
con
será?
un colombiano.
¿Por qué será entonces?
No sé por qué.
All righty.
So is everybody jumping
Let's
on the
go.
magical elevator today?
Let's jump into the magical elevator. Yay!
Aquí estamos, Jennifer Barnes Mendoza.
All right.
We are live, and there Mauricio
All
Mendoza.
right,
We
J.
are
Rob in
live.
the house. Vamos a entrar a nuestro elevador mágico, subir al piso 11, mágico también del universo. Yay! Let's do this.
Let's do
All right,
it.
our angels today want us
Well,
to
first-
focus on
Well, first we got to tell them what are
what are
they
you grateful for? Well, I am grateful that I'm having a good hair day. That's really superficial of me, but I just want you to feel like anything is enough for you to feel grateful for. You know?
Exactly.
It doesn't have to be a huge thing. It could be something as simple as I'm having a good hair day. I'm grateful. I love my hair.
And I'm
Because-
grateful.
No,
excuse
because
me.
when you say you love your hair, then what does your hair feel? It feels it's beautiful.
And I love how it's
and it
blowing.
starts growing even better.
And somehow, as you're saying, my hair's beautiful. There's blowing happening.
Estoy ¿cómo se dice en español? Que pues le doy gracias por mi cabello hoy porque me siento que el cabello lo tengo súper chévere hoy.
Lo tienes bello.
Bello,
Definitivamente
como un
lo tienes
cabello.
bello.
Así, uno tiene que tener gratitud por su cabello, por sus cosas, y así el cabello crece
Así
más
es.
y se siente bello el
Así
cabello.
Así es. And I'm grateful that I had a audition this morning that
Yay!
Jennifer put me on tape for.
He
And,
nailed it.
And, we woke up. We did all our morning rituals.
Morning ritual.
So far, the day is going as planned, which means I'm also happy because I'm living with integrity. I'm keeping my word to myself.
Yes.
You're also keeping your word to yourself.
We are, and we were listening to our Tony Robbins relationship course, which is From Crazy Making to Love Making, and it's really, really fascinating.
And we love, and I'm grateful for this creature named Juliana Mia, this little beautiful
third grader,
which our podcast family cannot see,
but can hear.
But can hear you. So, do you have anything that you're grateful for? You have to say it loud so they can hear it because they're the fan. What are you grateful? Give me 3 things you're grateful for.
My family.
Your family.
Ice cream.
Ice cream.
And Christmas.
That's honest.
There you go.
That's honest.
Family, ice cream, and Christmas. Boy, those are 3 pretty awesome things. Like, that's it. What else do you need? Right?
I have to say, one of the things I'm really proud is that right now she's doing her homework, and not only that, but now she has joined Jennifer and I to do working out. She's working out with us at around 7 when I bring out my weights. She wants to do it with us.
Yes.
And I love watching her.
I love
watching her work out with us. And not only that, but she's also working on her gymnastics.
On the gymnastics, exactly.
She's working on her challenge. She's learned how to do her
cartwheel
beautifully.
Splits. Muy bien. Juliana está haciendo ejercicio con nosotros todos los días. Y pues ya aprendió a hacer su estrella y ha estado haciendo ejercicio con nosotros todas las noches.
Do you have any words of wisdom that you'd like to give our audience?
Okay, you know what? You're going to choose.
I need my mom because that's the only thing I know that starts with M from a scavenger hunt.
Oh.
Get a picture.
Okay, yes, get a picture of me and here you go.
Retreat.
Dennis Anderson in the house. She is getting so big and tall. I know. She's up to here on me already. It's pretty amazing. Retreat.
There you go.
All right, there's my mom. There's me. Okay.
And that's your mommy. Vocation para el triunfo.
There you go. Okay. Now.
Okay, ready? Lift it up so they see it. There we go. So, podcast family, in case you don't know, we've already got on the card retreat. Now we're going for the fairy cards, which say financial flow.
Woo! Yeah, baby.
There we go.
What you focus on, energy flows. So, let's focus on what our angels are saying. Retreat. Yes. Okay. Retreat. Spend time alone in quiet thought. Clear your mind and focus on your truth and priorities. Are you pushing yourself too hard, beloved child of God? The angels remind us that rest is a natural cycle in every living thing. Think of the mighty oak tree that grows in spurts and then rests. It draws its nourishment from deep within the earth and takes its time before growing upward again. Like the oak tree, it's important for you to nourish yourself with spiritual and emotional food. While you are resting, take time to reflect on your heart's true feelings and desires. Your angels speak to you through your heart. And when you listen to and honor your feelings, you walk hand in hand with God and the angels. You will know that it is true divine guidance and not just your imagination or wishful thinking if it speaks of your desire to make a difference in the world.
I love it. Goes back to, this morning I woke up, I did my priming, which is part of your meditation, get in touch with.
Exactly. And I went hiking at 6 in the morning. I woke up at 6 in the morning and then 6:30, and it was so beautiful. The sun, I don't know if anybody was up that early, but the sun was like it was like bright orange. And I guess because of the clouds, we could see is like a planet, like
Well, also
the star.
unfortunately, there's fires.
Right.
The
So
fires
I'm thinking
also,
that's the effect that it made it, but it was so beautiful to see. Cuando fui a la montaña vi el sol súper radiante, un sol perfecto, un círculo perfecto anaranjado. Increíble. Entonces, retreat, Los Ángeles dicen que hay que descansar, hay que tomar su tiempo en solitud con uno mismo, con Dios, con la naturaleza y pues dar gracias por lo que uno tiene y enfocarse en sus pensamientos y en sus prioridades. Pensar en sus prioridades, like really think about what your priorities are. What are your priorities, right? And really focus on your truth. Enfócate en tu verdad, en tu verdad interior. And it will all just fall into place. And it was just really beautiful this morning because I love listening to, as you all know, we're really immersed. As you all know, we're really immersed into Tony Robbins right now, and his teachings are pretty
amazing.
They're just they're just like, oh my God, it just is incredible.
He's got over 43 years of
this
pure experience of really being
working with over 3 million people, and from all walks of life. I mean, it's pretty impressive. He's
truly immersed himself in psychology.
It's so beautiful and everything. So,
and it all makes sense. I mean,
yes,
it all makes sense.
So we'll talk about the 6 human needs that he talks about, and it just totally gives us the that complete circle. So if you're in breakdown or if something is not right in your life, it's because one of those 6 needs are not being met. Do any of you know what those 6 needs are by chance? If you do, put them on the comment box and definitely share our thread and go to YouTube and subscribe to our channel, True Form Films. As we are growing it. Glenn Webster in the house.
Mr. Londonshire
in the house. Love it. Welcome. So we've got financial flow from the fairies.
Financial card meaning. You have manifested a new sense of abundance in your life. Any financial blocks have successfully been removed. Woo! We like hearing that. And you are now in the flow of increased prosperity. Congratulations. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Celebrate.
Oh, yeah. Oh, la. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Celebrate. Dance to the music. Celebrate. Dance to the music.
All right. Your finances are moving up to a new level. You have been praying. Well, boom. You have been praying for increased flow and have been visualizing greater wealth. Yeah, let's shake on this. Your positive thoughts and desires have resulted in a rich vein of abundance coming your way. This good fortune not only applies to money, ooh, I'm getting goosebumps right now, but also to increased opportunities in your personal and professional life. Oh, yeah. The fairies, who are supreme experts in manifestation, advise you to keep a positive and joyful heart as you experience your wonderful new state. Continually affirm, I graciously accept good into my life right now. I deserve abundance. If you find that this financial flow ever becomes interrupted, ask the fairies to help you adjust your thoughts and emotions so you can graciously and willingly accept the gifts that you are richly deserved.
Open your hands and receive the gifts and blessings that you deserve. Open your hands, my love.
I am financially secure. I am supported abundantly today and every day in my future.
Yes.
I love it.
Muy bien. Entonces las hadas madrinas dicen que la fluidez de finanzas está abierta.
Did you say flu?
La fluidez de las finanzas están manifestándose. La abundancia ya entró en tu casa, entró en tu mente, ha entrado en tu ser y uno tiene que ahora es abrir las manos para aceptar las bendiciones. Porque si uno no se abre para aceptar las bendiciones que Dios y el universo tiene para uno, y uno está así.
Si uno está así, como
No
Lilian Nicole
puedes
dice,
entrar.
está así, uno está así.
No
tienes que,
puede entrar.
Mira, hagan así.
Tienes que ponerse así todos los días.
Y dejar,
a recibir, a
aceptar.
ser un magnet. You need to accept. Right? So, open your havingness. Open your ability to receive.
Give me your heart.
Exactly. Oh, you got my heart, baby.
Oh, wow.
You got my heart.
Boom, boom, boom.
Boom, boom, chica, chica, chun, chun. ¿Ok? Entonces, la afirmación de hoy es, I am financially secure, estoy segura financieramente, and I am supported abundantly today, y estoy también apoyada abundantemente hoy y todos los días de mi vida y el futuro. ¡Boom! Punto. Y
aparte.
Okay, ¿cómo están? How are you guys doing today? I want to hear from you. What are you grateful
¿Dónde
for?
están? ¿Dónde están? We're a little bit quiet this morning.
It's all perfect and
Let's
beautiful.
do some dancing.
Let's go. Let's get in state early
Let's
on.
go.
Vamos a bailar. Check it,
Check it, check it, check it, check it, check it, check it, check it, check it, check it, check it, check it. Turn around and dance with your partner. Check it, 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 check it. That's a salsa dance, ladies and gentlemen. Shimmy, 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 shimmy.
Check it, check it. A bailar.
A bailar.
Y esta es la Macarena. Dun, dun. Dun, 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 dun. Macarena. ¿Quién vino? You
want to do the Macarena with us?
Let's do the Macarena, Juliana.
Ready, wait.
All right, vamos a hacer la Macarena. Una,
One,
dos y
dos,
tres. Dame tu cuerpo alegría Macarena, que tu cuerpo le gusta alegría Macarena. Dame tu cuerpo alegría Macarena.
Macarena.
A tu cuerpo le
You're so beautiful.
Right.
See, ladies and gentlemen, we dance in this house. We love listening to music.
Let's go.
Now, let's read some
It
determinación.
had to be
Stu.
Wonderful Stu. It had to be you.
Stu. All right.
You rock too. You know why we rock? Because you rock, Glenn. You recognize the rock in us because you rock.
Mr.
So
London
that's
Shire.
right. We are nothing but a reflection of our souls, my darling Glendonshire. I can't wait to go to London. So we can meet Glenn. Right? And then we're going to go to Spain and visit Ana Maria. And then we're going to go to Portugal and visit Victoria and Felipe.
And then we're going to
go.
go.
And then we're going to go to India and meet Mukesh.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we go with some determinación.
All right, Steve Randell in the
¿Qué
house.
pasó?
Since you guys started dancing, I'll check in. I love it.
All right, here we go. We mustn't compare ourselves to others. What is important is that we strive to be better today than we were yesterday, and be better tomorrow than we are today.
No podemos compararnos a nadie. Lo que uno tiene que tratar, lo que uno tiene que hacer es compararse como uno fue ayer y así mejorar todos los días un poquito más.
A change in your determination will cause a change in the prayers that you offer and the actions that you take.
Una oración en su determinación va a cambiar la intención y los pasos a qué tomar.
Me encanta, mi amor, lo haces tan bien, te quiero decir.
Muchas gracias, señor.
Lo haces tan
Usted
bien.
es muy amable por darme ese halago.
Ay, bueno, World Tour, baby.
Let's do it.
All
11
we need-
World
listen,
Tour coming up in 2021.
all we need is
Boom.
all we need is a great sponsor to make that happen.
It's happening, baby. It's not how, it's who. Let's go. Let's
It
do
had
it.
to be stew.
Wonderful
stew.
All
All
right.
right. Let's see. Let's give
Okay.
them some conversations.
Change your conversations.
Change your life.
Cambien
Vamos.
sus conversaciones y
Cambien
cambiarán
su
su
vida.
vida. Cambien sus conversaciones y cambiará su vida. Voy a decirlo otra vez. Cambien sus conversaciones y
Cambien
su
sus
vida.
vidas.
Right? So, floating your cork. I really want to make that like viral. Go viral. Float your cork. Like we all, what would be really cool? For everybody to get a cork and decorate it as you. Right? I think we're going to do that. Juliana, wouldn't that be cool? Sure. Write it down. That's our next craft, arts and craft project. Okay. We're going to get corks, from Daddy's wine bottles and
then we'll go to Michael's.
And then we'll paint.
I like them to find the corks to my bottles that have gone into the garbage.
Well, I'm sure you'll be buying more bottles of wine, my dear.
My dear.
My dear. So
Would you
now
like
we
some
know.
wine?
So now we know not to throw them away, right? So that we can decorate them.
Yes.
Ay, look how cute. Gracias, mi amor.
Gracias, mi amor.
Tengo
True
mi
Form
propia
Films is alive
peluquera.
and well and living in our front yard.
Yeah.
Yes. You are both going to Hollywood. Woo, woo. We's in Hollywood, baby.
We are in Hollywood,
All right.
Mr. London Shaw.
All right, here we are. So, today is Wisdom Wednesday. And I was listening to Tony this morning, like I really want to share the six human needs for us to really feel happy and complete, right? And the first one is certainty. Like really knowing something, like really being certain. Then the second one is uncertainty. And what does uncertainty provide? Like certainty is like we are married, we're certain that we are together, we're committed, right?
Right.
Right? Just give examples of what does certainty mean, right? Just you're really certain about something. The second one is uncertainty. What does that provide? It provides variety. Uncertainty is like passion. It's like, surprises. When you surprise me and you're like, oh, there's something hidden in here for you. You got to look for it, right? He hasn't done that in a while, but I'm trying to hint. But,
Tattletale.
but that was
Tattletale.
one of the things that he used to do when we first met that totally hooked me. And it was so cute because I'm like, oh my, it's funny because my parents used to do that when I was little. And he's the first guy that ever did that for me. All of a sudden, the first time I went to visit him and he's like, so there's a surprise in here for you. And I'm like, what do you mean? He's like, yeah, there's a little gift in this room for you. And I'm like, where? And he's like, you're cold. Okay. And then I would search and then it's like, oh, you're warm. Oh, you're getting warmer. Oh, you're hot. Oh, you're freezing. And then until I would find it, you're burning, boom, you're hot. And I would find it. It was the cutest thing. And he actually gave me a Buddha. One of the times it was a really beautiful Buddha. So that's a perfect example in a relationship of uncertainty that gives you, that fun, that passion. It just keeps it alive, right? And then the third one is love and connection. Third one is significance. We all like to feel significant. We all need to feel important. We all need to feel like we matter, right? So it's significance. And then the fourth one is, write it down if you guys aren't, because these are so helpful. No, number 4 is love and connection. To feel love and to feel connected, right, with all of your relationships. And number 5 is growth, which is spiritual growth, right? And number 6 is contribution. Like you need to contribute when you being of service, right? When we're giving, we do feel pretty awesome, right?
You remembered all of this from this morning?
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we've been studying this. So yeah, I totally it just really locked in to me this morning, because we've been since
I know
UPW,
that we talked about it and he's...
in UPW, but those are the 6
amazing.
needs.
Wow,
Those are
that's
the
amazing
6.
that you remembered all of that from this morning.
Well, thank you, my darling.
Wow.
So those are the 6 basic needs of a human being to feel fulfilled in life. And if any of those is missing, that's when you're not feeling happy, when you're feeling anxious, depressed, or sad, or whatever, when you're you're not floating your cork. When you're floating your cork, basically, and what you need is at least 3 of them.
You know when you say floating your cork,
What?
how I see it as a human? When we all lay in a pool,
Yeah, we're floating.
and we're kind of floating, and we're putting our hands, we're just floating, and there's a smile, and the sun is shining.
Yes.
And then what I consider anxiety is when somebody just jumps and the pool comes all over you, and
you're down there, and you stay
sink.
down there.
That's how I see it.
Well, yeah, it's pretty much. We
That's
are
what it
the
is.
cork, right? So you need 3 to be completely in order at any given time for you to feel, at least for you to feel fulfilled and happy.
And
right?
really understand this, that sometimes you were not going to be feeling great, but you must feed your mind always. Because
What's a
then
choice?
It's how exactly.
And so another thing that I really got, it's because I started it's called the Edge program. Anyways,
What was that thing?
I just thought it would be there. It was the Edge. That's the program. But oh man, the thought. Okay, so it's in our emotions. Like, what is your emotion? What is your number one emotion that you're constantly feeling? Are you normally a happy person, or a jolly person, or an angry person, or are you kind of more sad?
Some people wake up.
Where's your thermostat? You know what I mean?
How do you feel when you wake up? What's the first thing when you wake up?
When I wake up, I feel like, I start with praying, because I immediately, there's always there's a tinge of fear that comes up for me, right? And then there's is everything okay? What do I have to fix? And then I go straight into prayer. So I start doing my chanting and my, Our Father or whatever, going to the bathroom, and I'm like, oh, everything's good. Everyone's fine. Everyone is great, But when I first wake up, it's always is there anything to fix? Is there anything to do?
And since we did UPW, I automatically wake up and I'm like, I want to sleep some more. No, get up, wake up, right? Because they say interrupted. So I wake up and I'm like, oh, my lemon water, celery, just go. I am the voice. And I automatically just get
Right.
Because if we don't, what happens? I want to stay in
You
bed.
go snooze. And then, and then you let your mind control you versus you be the master of your mind.
And don't look at phone. I
Right.
grab the phone to look for my YouTube stuff, and I go, don't look at your text. Avoid your text. I automatically am telling myself what not to do.
Right. So these are the things, right? The prices we pay for living below the line, meaning that if we're not floating our cork, and if we're not meeting 3 of these 6 basic human needs, this is what's happening in our lives, right? This is what happens. Poor health, conflict, discord, disease, poor relationships, anger, pain, carelessness, inattention, indifference, guilt, loss of time, restricted growth, loss of credibility, insomnia, jail, lose-lose situations, depression, frustration, alienation, loss of direction and focus, loss of opportunities. That's the price we pay when we choose not to be the master of our thoughts. When we choose to not be on the floating, not to float our cork.
Again, we're not saying it's easy.
Oh no,
Because
of course
it's
not. It's a practice.
If you want to work out, you have to start working out.
Right.
And then building your muscles. And it's anything you're learning. If you go to school, you're going to have to start learning something you don't know. So it's a process. And you got to learn to be patient with yourself. You got to give yourself love.
Exactly.
You got to say in the moment, I'm grateful that I'm getting to learn all this.
Exactly.
Not like, oh my God, why am I doing this?
It's
This
so
is not
great. It's so great. Exactly. Glenn says, when I awake, I remind myself that there is only now. Then I capture it and treasure it and never let it go.
Beautiful.
Boom. I love that.
I
Thank
love
you
it,
for sharing
Mr. London
that.
Shower.
Me encanta. ¿Qué es lo primero que hacen cuando se despiertan? Es su ritual en la mañana, el primer pensamiento. ¿Cuál es el primer pensamiento que tienen en la mañana? ¿No? Entonces, lo que uno... So then the payoffs, right? Lo que uno experimenta en la mañana, uno tiene que tener control de eso inmediatamente. Y irse al amor, a la gratitud y a la oración. So what are the payoffs when you do choose to float your cork, right? And you do choose to be to meet those at least three of those 6 basic human needs. There's peace of mind, there's good health, there's contentment, fulfillment, success, positive attitude, high energy, better relationships, clear focus, intuition, opportunity, growth, respect, admiration, money, connectedness, freedom, win-win situations, and optimism. Okay? So it is so worth it. It is so worth it, right? To really be in charge of your life and your thoughts, right? Me acordé de ustedes, qué rico lo que tengo a hacer hoy para vivir. Eso es lo que tú dices cuando te despiertas. Qué rico lo que tengo que hacer hoy para vivir. Me encanta. Beautiful. Juanpa. I love it.
Our podcast shuts off. Anytime anybody calls me, I got to figure out how.
Yeah.
Because it shuts it off.
Boo-hoo. It's okay. All righty. So
I might have to do it on the computer.
That is what it's an everyday practice. And, I love our community because this is our hour of power, right? Tony Robbins has an hour of power, which is with yourself. But we have that in the morning with ourselves. Then we meet as a couple, and then we meet with you guys as a community, right? And that in the basic needs, we meet our basic needs of love and connection with ourselves, with each other, right? Growth.
You scared me.
Growth and contribution when we're here, 11:11, right? So that meets 3. Certainty that we are going to be here 11:11 every morning. And uncertainty that's the one thing that we are continuously working on because we get so focused on work, family, that the actual, the surprises and stuff like that, we're finally understanding that we need to bring it back a little bit, the uncertainty, the spontaneity, especially during these times. It's been a little more challenging to be spontaneous because we've had to be home and
can't
not
go
really go out
you
and
can't
stuff
plan,
like that.
You can't go to a restaurant.
Right.
But there are certain things that we can do.
We can totally.
Absolutely.
So that is a limiting story, and we both
yes
are in agreement with that. So we're bringing back uncertainty. We're bringing back the uncertainty fun. So we invite you to do the same, Julia in the house.
¿Qué pasó, Curis?
All right.
Am I saying that right?
Total agreed. Peacefulness.
Julia
I am present.
Curis.
Present, I am peace. Yes.
Let me see, but she started.
So, I love it.
Hello, my beautiful friends. You are awesome. Totally great, peaceful.
So take that on, right? And it's an everyday thing, you guys. It's like showering. It's like brushing our teeth. It's like drinking your first glass of water in the morning. The same thing goes. And repetition is the mother of all skill. And the more we repeat it and the more we gather and repeat and really acknowledge each other and love one another as a community and as your couples, it's all going to just get better and better and better, and it doesn't mean that we're not, and it's not supposed to be perfect. And it doesn't mean that we're not going to have breakdowns. It's just going to, what we can accomplish is shorter gaps, closing the gap and shorter times of staying in a breakdown. Does that make sense?
Absolutely. I'm going to read 177 Mental Toughness Secrets of the World Class. The great ones are bold. Only the bold get to the top. Champions in general are bold groups of people. Their superior self-confidence allows them to constantly push the envelope. Where average people are afraid they will not be liked or respected by others, champions are only concerned with whether their efforts will impress their mentor teams and their network of contacts. Average people appear lazy to champions, so their opinions and ridicule don't hold much weight. The downside of world-class boldness is bracenness. When boldness is simply taken too far, champions are so laser focused on their targets and objectives that they can push too hard at times. This is when their mentor teams become the eyes and ears of the performers and get them to back off. The great ones are always pushing. Boldness is so prevalent in champions because their belief system keeps telling them they're getting close to the victory. And a little more effort will do the trick. What average people see as being pushy, champions see as part of the price to pay for success. It's a small nuance in thinking that leads them to very large results.
Do you know how many times I've been called pushy? OMG.
Push it.
I know I've been on the right track.
Action steps for today. Just for today, be bolder than you ever been and see how it feels. Give your fears a day off and pretend it's impossible to fail. Oh, can you imagine if we could just get, it's impossible to fail.
I love it. Well, I have that frame.
Yeah.
Act as if it's impossible to fail.
Never give up, right?
Yep.
We will never give up.
That's right.
At the end of the day, record your thoughts and feelings about this exercise for future reference.
All right. Love it. Gloria Liano in the
¿Qué
house.
pasó, Glorita?
Hello, Miss Sea Dragon in the house. Beautiful. How's everyone? Welcome. I love that you're joining us. And I know. I'm like, let's see what we have here. So today is Wisdom Wednesday, 11:11 Conversations with Jen and Mao, and we love to hear your wisdom. We love to hear from you as well, because this is a community that supports one another. We raise each other's vibration and frequency, and we just have the best, what do you call it? Spiritual party ever. Party in the elevator. Party in the elevator.
And together, as a community, we are building bigger and better boxes. We're also healing our lives together.
Yes, absolutely. And let's do our meditation, right?
Yeah.
And yes.
If you will excuse me while you're doing this, I need to go to the bathroom. I drank too much coffee. And I'm like, you know what? While you do this, yes.
Go ahead.
I will excuse myself.
My big baby must go.
I'll be right back. I will be right back.
That's so funny.
But please.
Bueno. Okay, so let's close our eyes. Vamos a cerrar los ojos. Hacer nuestra meditación. Close your eyes. Take a deep breath. And the first thing we always focus on is forgiveness. Every day, part of our ritual is to forgive. To give forgiveness is really being courageous, of letting go of all those hurts. Let your cork float, right? Don't hold it. Don't hold yourself down by holding grudges. Practiquen el perdón. El perdón lo libera uno. No es suficiente el no perdonar. Solo te estás haciendo daño tú. Deja ir. Breathe. Imagine a beautiful, shining pink light, healing pink light going in from heaven all the way into your skull, all the way down, melting into your body, all the way down to your feet. And it just melts away all the hurt and pain and anger and forgive. Just transform it into forgiveness. Love yourself enough to do that. Okay, now take a deep breath and transform that space. Fill it up with love. Fill it up with unconditional love for yourself and unconditional love for others. Llena tu corazón de amor, de gratitud, de amor incondicional para ti mismo y para todos en tu mundo, en tu vida. La gratitud por todo lo que tienes en tu vida. Practice gratitude. Fill up your heart with love and gratitude. If you feel like smiling, smile. Si sienten que el corazón está sonriendo, pues sonrían. Imagine your heart smiling right now. Your heart is smiling. Every time you smile, you give yourself 10 more years of healthy, abundant living. And you give yourself and your heart so much love. Your heart is smiling right now. And now, take a deep breath and celebrate. Celebrate all those beautiful, beautiful goals that you have for yourself. Imagine them. They've already come true. Your dreams have come true. Your wishes have come true. That one special wish has come true. Celebrate it in your heart, in your mind. If you celebrate it in your mind before you can actually see it in physical form, it will sure happen. Celebra ese sueño hecho realidad, ese deseo. Velo en tu mente, velo en tu corazón y celebra. Woo! Check it, 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 check it. Woo!
So, you know, it's
how do you celebrate? Huh? How do you celebrate? Let's go. Meditate in the bathroom. That's right, baby. Did you go meditate in the bathroom?
Yes, I did. I meditated. Is today 9/9/20?
You added, let's see, 20 added, it's 11/11. Healing our lives together. Yes, Gloria, that's exactly what we're doing every day. We're healing together. We're growing together. And it's all about that.
And also
that
laughing together. The importance. Last
celebrating.
night, we were watching this gentleman. Do you remember his name? He was teaching us the funnel, the click funnels.
Oh, yeah. I forget his name, but he was so funny.
He was so funny, so entertaining, and so passionate about it.
Yeah.
But, you know, you do realize that I find that it's easier for me to learn that way. When you see somebody who not is only enjoying what he's doing, but he's actually laughing.
And he's passionate.
So
and
good.
He cares. So, you know, people really gravitate to that kind of sharing, you know. But Stephen, to answer your question, I hadn't even noticed. So let's see, 9/9/18 and 2020, that's 4, 18, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So that's 4. I don't know where you're getting 11. I'm not sure, but it's all yumminess.
It's all good.
You know why? Because we're here together and we're congregating in our virtual space, in our sacred virtual space every day. And we are so grateful for you. And again, this is our hour of really coming together and contributing and loving and connecting on a spiritual level and really having the best spiritual party ever.
You know, one of the things I was also thinking
Right.
about, because we were talking about COVID bonus and about how it is that we, have to clean, right? We have to clean our house. We get to clean our house. We get to clean our bathrooms. We get to clean the refrigerator. We get to clean the computer and upgrade our phones. And the importance of also always cleaning our mind, because
Right.
we got to clean. We got to drink water. We got to
Yeah.
we got to feed something clean into our bodies. So,
That's right.
I'm going to read
Pammy
this.
and Raul in the house.
Pami!
You kids look so gorgeous. Thank you, my love.
Pami! So, I'm going to read this from You Can Heal Your Life.
Louise,
Look.
hey. With that in mind,
How
read
she
my
said-
damn book, says Glenn. Glenn, oh my goodness. Do me a favor. Can you message me the link? Because we have just completely forgotten to do that. So if you send it to my messenger, and we will at least peruse it. Okay?
We just get so busy, we don't mean
Yes.
to not be paying attention.
Exactly.
As Mukesh has sent me some stuff, and it's just it's finding the time
Yes.
to do it. But I also want to read this real quick. COVID bonus my ass. Let me out of here. Pammy,
Let's go.
Let's go.
We're taking a drive to Utah next week. I'm so happy about that. I'm going to get to see my brother, my baby brother, and my beautiful nephew. So as we brought 1111 from San Diego, we'll be bringing 1111 from Utah and maybe even Arizona. Do we have to cross Arizona? I don't know. I have to look
I've
at
never
the map.
driven to Utah, and I will be following the GPS. So let me read
all right.
this. Make room for the new. Make room for the new. Clean out your refrigerator. Get rid of all those little bits of stuff wrapped in foil. Clean out your closets. Get rid of all the stuff you have not used in the last 6 months or so. If you haven't used it in a year, definitely get it out of your home. Sell it. Trade it. Give it away or burn it. Oh, this is so good for Jennifer. Cluttered closets means a cluttered mind.
Clutter closet means a clutter mind.
As you clean the closet, say to yourself,
Bye-bye.
I am cleaning out the closets of my mind.
Mm-hmm.
The universe loves symbolic gestures. The first time I heard that concept, the abundance of the universe is available to everyone, I thought, oh my God, this is ridiculous. Just like Pammy just said, what did she just say about COVID bonus? COVID bonus, my ass, let me out of here.
That's like a great bumper sticker.
Yeah. I thought it was ridiculous. Look at all the poor people. I said to myself, look at my own seemingly hopeless poverty. To hear your poverty is only a belief in your consciousness.
Yes.
Only make me angry. It took me many years to realize and accept that I was the only person responsible for my lack of prosperity. It was my belief that I was unworthy and not deserving, that money is difficult to come by, and that I do not have talents and abilities. That kept me stuck
Yep.
in a mental system of not moving forward,
That's right.
of not having. Money is the easiest thing to demonstrate. How do you react to this statement? Do you believe it? Are you angry? Are you indifferent? Are you ready to throw this book across the room? If you have any of these reactions, good. I have touched something deep inside you, that very point of resistance to truth.
Right.
This is the area to work on. It is time to open yourself to the potential of receiving the flow of money, and all is good.
Yes. Open your hands to receive, right? Open your hands to receive.
I love decluttering. I love getting
Yes, he
rid of
does.
stuff. I love selling stuff. My brother Andy, wrote this song that I always remember. La basura de uno es el tesoro de otro. Your trash is somebody else's gift.
Somebody
Meaning,
else's treasure.
Treasure.
Yes.
You know, you might
So
see
give it
something-
away. Yeah,
you know?
you don't have to hold on to it. And I think that I've had a lot of breakthroughs in my life when it comes to that.
Somebody might need it. You know,
exactly.
it's interesting when you have somebody sitting for a long time. You got to really look at it and go, do I need this? Am I using it? Can somebody else? And then just learn to just also give it away.
That's right.
And
That's
which was
right.
also serving your community.
Exactly. It's a contribution to the world. Your trash is a contribution to the world.
She's making fun of me because she knows I'm going,
Your trash is a
Give it
contribution to
away.
the world. I'm
Give-
like, listen, Linda, that has been with me since high school. You are not going to let go. I'm not letting go of my scrapbooks. Oh, my God.
Oh, no, I didn't say
Maria
your scrapbooks.
Oscura. Money and parking, mommy. Shaula, yes, that's right.
What is that?
Shaula, my girl, she's so funny. And we were at an audition, and as actors, they don't provide parking for us. It's like, good luck, get here on time, and good luck finding parking
in Los Angeles.
in LA, right? So how many times, as an actor, how many times have you gotten a parking ticket at an audition, right? So that we were outside waiting to go into a commercial audition, and we just were like, because it sucked to find parking. That day was like awful. There was no parking, and it's like no actor parking. Like, why in the world is it okay to discriminate against actors? Like, seriously, no actor parking. ¿Qué es eso? Hello, we matter too, right? We're important. We're human beings.
Because we're not real people.
Exactly. That's another one. You're not real enough.
Now they call it real people casting.
What? So we've got this we've got this thing going. It's like,
Actors are not real.
we VIP, we're gonna ask for parking. Our next contract, I need my parking. Next audition, we're gonna be asking for parking. Raven Bishop in the house.
¿Qué pasó?
So yes, so nice to see you. So awesome to see you here, Shaula. 100%. It's a plus. What is it? It's a plus for actors. A place for actors. Why no parking for us? Exactly. Come on. They're lucky to have us, right? We entertain them. We make them laugh, cry.
Well, the story I have around it is there's just not enough to go around. So they got to go, okay. Just not enough to go around.
What? That is such a limiting belief. There's always parking. And then when it's like, I am going to find perfect parking. But it's funny because try it.
The only
Try
people
it.
that
Try
think
it.
about why isn't there parking are the people who are running late always.
Me? No, I'm never running late. No, but the funny thing is that if you're like, oh, it's going to be so hard to find parking, guess what? You just created that it's going to be hard for you to find parking, right? And I'm like, seriously, I am guilty of that.
But there's
I have been
something to
guilty
be
of that.
said.
So Shala, that is our what is it? That's the secret, right? To find parking is super easy for us from now on. We're going to have VIP, mommy, VIP parking every time.
I personally like to park further away so it makes me walk. Why? Because it also changes my state. It forces me to walk and get into a different state.
Right.
And so I use it also as that.
Well, no, and then after whatever. Because if I'm wearing heels, I'm like, no, I don't want to be.
Don't wear your heels.
I
Wear
don't
your
want to be.
tennis shoes.
I know.
Carry your.
Which is exactly what I started doing, right? I started doing that, and so yes, it's all good, babe. Honestly, it's fine because you know what? We're not having to deal with that anymore, and I actually miss it a little bit. Let's be real. Parking for actors is easy. Exactly. That's our new mantra. Parking for actors is easy. I love it. Christina Hong in the house. Good morning, Jennifer Mauricio and our 1111 family. Hope both of you and our 1111 family have an outstanding Wisdom Wednesday. Manifest being a parking goddess. Totally. So we will always find parking when you need to. Absolutely.
I love it.
I love it. Parking for actors is easy. We are the parking goddesses. Boom. Let's go. Let's do
There's
it.
nothing when you book a job and all of a sudden you drive in, all of a sudden your name is there.
Exactly. I can't wait. Totally. And it's so funny because, yeah, exactly. We wear heels and sometimes it's 90 degrees. Imagínate tú. We get there with our makeup melted. It's, but it's all great. We miss our auditioning days out there, right?
I don't know about actors, but I'm actually loving that I get to wake up. I got my whole setup here, my loves, my lights.
I put them on tape yesterday.
I'm enjoying that I get to not have to drive and have to do the audition. I'm enjoying the process right now.
No, I got to say that I'm half and half because I love the community aspect of it. When I get really blessed to see beautiful faces and amazing souls like Shaula and Gloria and the people that we just love each other and we connect in the waiting room and there's no competition. There's just it's just so nice to see the same faces for the last 20 years. This is my community. I'm part of this amazing community of actors that we're in the trenches together and we've been in the trenches for so many years, that part I miss, Of course I don't miss when the are there and we're pretending that we're not in the same room. That's not fun, but because it's also the what you manifest, right? So when you focus on just having an amazing time, an amazing day, that's when it's always been you just run into the people that love you and that you love. And
but what happens
it's so
with
harmonious.
Auditions? Okay, this is what happens to me.
I love self-tapes.
I love people, and she does too. What happens is that when you are in audition, you're in this place, and sometimes you see everybody and you want to say hello. And so sometimes you don't want to be rude. So I always say hello, and I stay in an open place. But sometimes having self auditions, you're in this place, you're concentrated, and you get it done.
Oh yeah.
You're not having to sit in a waiting room for 30 minutes waiting,
or even 3 hours. Listen,
or sometimes 3 hours.
I've had to wait 3 hours.
So you don't sit in a room for that long waiting for you to go.
No, it's honestly.
I love it. I personally love it.
Shala says she loves self tapes. See Mauricio, me too. Love self tapes, but missing my friends. Absolutely, me too. I'm 50-50, like I said, because that community aspect, which I love so much, is the missing part. But I love our community here because we've been creating this community every day, and we just, it's like touching base, letting each other know we're here for one another. We're really taking this virtual world as a blessing, and we're really enjoying it. So absolutely, I love that. So I say parking goddesses for when we do get the auditions, because they're coming little by little. I when was it, last week? I did go to a callback, physical.
And you had 2 auditions
callback
last week,
right?
3,
right? But it was one physical callback,
right.
And
for both of us,
and it was easy to find parking.
Yeah.
Because there was no one in the waiting room.
Well, because they're having people wait outside and then you're going inside,
yeah,
so you're not actually having to wait that long now because they don't want people gathering together.
Exactly.
So I don't know, there's something about this that I'm really enjoying.
Yeah. No, I agree with you, my love. I totally agree. 3 hours and having to run back to your parking meter to reload money in it.
Yes.
Heels on, LOL. Exactly.
Yes.
And then calling your, the mom that you're tag teaming with at school. Can you please take take Juliana because I'm running late because.
Also think about this. Sometimes when you get in casting, everybody's talking. So casting comes out, everybody need to be quiet. So you're actually also helping the casting director. They can be more concentrated. They can keep the rooms quiet. They don't have to deal with a bunch of actors coming through and all the energies. I think you get more work done this way. You're using your time wisely.
I think it's just more effective.
I think it's effective.
Less travel, and thank goodness, because our lease our miles. We had already gone over our miles, but because that's another COVID bonus, we've caught up with the mileage.
Also, I think that...
look, we're about to leave on Instagram. We love you.
We appreciate you. And we are here for each other.
And you are here for us. Tan bellos mis muchachos con esa alegría tan positiva. Dios los bendiga y nos bendiga. Los bendiga. Te amo, mami. Gracias.
Mami Rookie.
En Instagram ya van a cerrar. Boom.
Another thing to...
Thank you, Instagram.
To think about is that, okay, you go through the first audition, and then you go through a callback on Zoom, and if they're still having doubts, then have them come in for an interview and then maybe work through the scene with them. And I think it's using time wisely. And I think now that everybody has had to pivot this way, I think people are finding that once they get it and they don't have to think about it, you're going to get quicker at doing it.
Exactly. No, it's all a blessing. If we look for the blessings, they're always there, and it's an opportunity to grow and to reinvent and to really just become better versions of ourselves,
Amen.
So we
Amen.
love you guys. We appreciate
you.
you. And we are here for each other. We will be here tomorrow.
Mañana.
Theatrical Thursday.
Yeah, baby.
We have another little surprise for you.
Yeah, baby.
Mukesh Kumar in the
¿Qué
house.
pasó, Mukesh?
All right.
Adiós,
Love you.
amigos.
Bye.
Nos vemos mañana.
Hasta mañana.
Chao, chao.